Warning: the following film, when played backwards, is a message from Satan. Enjoy responsibly. I have never exaggerated in my entire life.
See, just down there in the valley, where that little grassy knoll down there, that's where I first killed a man.
When I grow up, I want to be a painter. I want to paint beautiful pictures, and I want to have a family. I want to have kids. That's my dream. Well, that's not going to happen. Why? Well, because you're a finger. You know, you can be a real asshole at times. Stop! Don't try adjusting a lamp by yourself when there are loose cables on the floor. Loose cables can present a tripping hazard, and you could fall and hit your head on something hard, like a rock.
Now you see, just up there, and amongst all that bracken, is where I buggered my first ram.
Hello. Today I'm here in the Cumbrian town of Ulverston. Now, if towns could speak, this one would certainly have a lot to say. This historical market town is actually the birthplace of Sir John Barrow, Stan Laurel and the Prophet Muhammad, making the whole town a National Heritage Site. Many of these streets are immaculate, so clean you could eat off them. And many of these people do. This is all thanks to Ulverston's zero litter policy, and even Keep Britain Tidy logos like this one here are thrown away if found lying around. But come the night, and this idyllic Dickensian town takes on a somewhat darker appearance. You see what I mean. Now, a recent survey proved that all teenagers living in the UK are evil, and Ulverston is no exception.
Youths gather like the tomatoes of a crime salad. Only it's not cucumber and lettuce they're going to be dishing out tonight. It's verbal and physical abuse.
There's now so much crime at night that God has actually started using darkness as a way of censoring everything.
We find that, on average, the average teenager commits 70 offences a week. That's an average of 3,650 per year.
Right, and do you find that it's mainly teenagers who commit these sort of crimes?
Well, that's an interesting question, and we used to think it were mainly black people, but everything looks black at night, and night time is when this sort of thing generally tends to happen.
Okay, Officer Stilton, thank you very much.
See, just up that rise, up by the cairn, it's where I shot my first animal rights activist.
Stop! Don't try pouring yourself a drink when there are loose cables on the floor. You could trip and fall on something sharp, like a knife. Wait a minute. Scissors can't speak. Well, shut up then.
See there, right across that field by the barn, it's where I totaled my first tractor.
Oh, what's this doing down here? Stop! Don't try picking up loose cables from the floor when there are loose cables on the floor. You should really do something about all these loose cables everywhere.
Just over by the corner of the woods there, by the stile, that's where I tried my first ever chicken mayo baguette.